And good morning. It is 19 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in the studio this morning from the Roswell Humane Society, Krystle Noble back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am good.
Well, right out the gate, before we talk about pets available for adoption things, if you or someone you know is looking for a job, it's a minimum wage job, but you get to work with animals all day, which is great.
Other benefits.
There is lots of benefits. I mean, it's,
you work with the animals. If you stay with us for a year, you get a week's vacation.
Yeah.
You get sick time. You get the benefits of, being able to help maintain an animal's life that's not in a good situation.
Sure. How many hours a week are you looking for?
It is 40 hours a week.
So a full-time position.
It is full-time.
It is minimum wage, but like you said, you get to spend the day. Now, granted, you're going to be cleaning up poop and, doing, just taking care of the welfare of animals. And just like humans, they do all the same gross things that we do. And it's got to be cleaned up.
The only thing that they can't do is pick their nose with their fingers.
That's right.
They use their tongue.
That's right. Then they give you a big kiss.
Yep.
But if you're an animal lover, in all seriousness, and you're looking for a 40-hour job here, this is a great Now, granted, you're going to have be able to do some physical lifting and things because you're going to be cleaning and may have to lift some things that are a little heavy from time to time.
You do have to be able to lift at least 50 pounds because, the bags of dog food are 55 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have, work restrictions to where you can't lift, depending on what they are, that's something we can work
around and maybe have you work on some of the other cleaning side. We're not requiring some of the heavier.
Yeah, if things. You can't lift the 50-pound bags or something like that. We can have somebody help you, obviously, because when I was pregnant, they helped me. So
yeah.
We understand.
We'll figure that out. That'll happen. But changing litter and all that stuff.
We do want to make sure that, you're not allergic to cat or dogs when you come and apply.
That would be a problem because you're going to, I don't care how good they clean, it's still going to smell like dog and cat in there because that's what's in there 24/7.
Right. And the hair, the dander, if you have allergies to them and you still love them, unless it's a mild allergy, then that's something, because I have allergies to cats and dogs, and I'm able to maintain it.
You can take your Claritins or whatever you need to make it work.
I keep cortisone cream on hand, like 10 tubes. But, and after you've been with us a year, we do, hopefully we'll go back to getting raises, if everything gets back to normal soon.
Sure.
But we do work weekends, it's a rotating schedule.
Yeah.
You have some Saturdays and Sundays off. You work some holidays, depending on if it's your day off or not.
Sure.
But we do work all major holidays, but it's not a full day. We go in, we take care of the animals, we clean, we
they're
feed.
living things. They need to be taken care of, whether it's Christmas or not. So.
And then, we go home after that. Mm-hmm. And if Christmas falls on a Sunday, because we all work together, we all normally go in and help whoever's working Sunday. That way they can be able to enjoy the time with their family as well.
But if you're a pet lover and love doing this stuff, it's a labor of love. I think, we're talking about, you got to clean poop and all this stuff. But if you're a pet lover, that's just stuff you do anyway, right? And so really we're just saying, hey, we've got a bunch of animals that need some love here, and we're willing to pay you $10, $15 an hour, whatever minimum wage is right now, until 40 hours a week. So it's a steady, full 40-hour job. And it's a foot in the door, too. And I would say if you... I know for a fact at some point Krystle's not going to want to do this anymore, and they're going to need people to take over at some point. And maybe this is where you can help and get farther in and work your way up, so to speak, into some of the more important roles and stuff as part of the Humane Society.
Yeah, and we're basically like a small family there. You know, there's only 6 of us, so the 7th person would be whoever applied and got hired.
Sure.
But, we're real close. 2 of my employees are mother and daughter. So,
very family friendly.
We're very family orientated. Yeah. We're not a big, huge corporation or organization,
Just a bunch of pet lovers that want to look after pets.
We're small town folk.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it. It's not like a big stiff working. It's you coming in and, here's, and then you have relationships with the pets, and you probably most of the day, when y'all are shift changing or doing things like that, most of it's like, how is so-and-so doing? How's, been keeping an eye on Scruffy over there. How's Scruffy doing? Whatever it is.
And it's funny because, even, on my days off, of course I'm the manager, so everybody has to tell me what's going on.
Right.
But, if there's an animal that is a little bit more in need of something, whoever's working, they'll text me and give me updates like,
Gotcha.
hey, so-and-so is doing okay,
They're in
or
quarantine for something, or sickness or something. Yeah.
did this. What do you think we should do? But you have more of a communication with not only the animals, but with the other workers.
Yeah.
We communicate, we orientate, to take care of the animals.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a job that makes a difference, this is it. I mean, it's not a secret. We have a pet overpopulation problem here in Roswell. We have a lot of, we could sit here and point fingers and all this stuff. It's just over the years of the way people have handled their pets and things, it's created a problem here in Roswell. And unfortunately, there's only one way to fix that. And it's spay and neutering, being on top, making sure these pets find homes, doing what we need to do to adopt them out and get them. Why do you think, I know you guys and other organizations constantly have trips where people are coming and then adopting pets and taking them off to Colorado or other places where they have a demand for pets, but no pets, where we have pets and no demand. It's kind of,
right.
It's one of those things. So
we're a little backwards here.
Yeah, exactly. We're the supplier.
What you need, I got you.
But so if you love doing that and really say, hey, this is a way I can be an active participant in helping make things better in our community, your job at the Humane Society is one of those jobs, and we would love to have you do that. So, and if you're a pet lover, it really is a fun job. Yeah, okay, you're cleaning poop up, but it's fun. It's the dog. It's not. You know what I mean? It's you're having fun with the dogs, and the dogs are. It's not. It doesn't seem like it work. It seems like you're just taking care of pets.
And there are some days that, they're hard to deal with, but that's in every job, Not every job is a breeze 24/7.
They are living things, and they have good days and bad days just like you do. And if they're not feeling up for it, they might be a little cranky like you are cranky when you're not feeling good and things like that.
They don't get the cup of coffee in the morning like we do, so
yeah.
Keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. So please, I know, but I want to start right out the gate there. If you know someone or you yourself are looking for work here, you can handle a little heavy lifting. Like I said, it's minimum wage, but it's 40 hours a week. It's steady, and like I said, as times get better, rises and stuff. But and I would say if you're a college student going, maybe you're wanting to be a veterinarian or something like that, working, doing this while you're going to school
will help you.
Absolutely. You're going to learn. I mean, even I would imagine it's going to be great for the bedside manner of veterinary stuff. You know what I mean? Understanding personalities of pets and things like that.
Yeah, because, in a shelter, you see them at their worst. You don't see them at their best.
Yeah.
And at vets' offices, they see them at their worst.
Yeah. So you're kind of getting some real world experience before, you're actually doing the things a veterinarian does. So anyway, please come, and I guess apply in person would be the best way to do that.
We don't have an online application,
okay.
So we just ask that you bring a resume, and we have a paper application, and come and pick one up.
Yeah, and if you have any questions or anything before you drop by, don't hesitate to call. Say, I heard you're hiring. I have a couple questions, and they'll be happy to answer those for you. So now let's talk about adoption. How's this the inventory at the shelter? Is it full. At capacity?
We are.
Okay.
Cats and dogs.
So the good news is if you're looking to adopt, selection is very good.
It is. We have a variety of small dogs, medium dogs, large dogs. We don't have very many puppies right now. The puppies we do have are pit mixes, and they're going on 4.5 months old now.
Okay. So they're getting some size now.
Yeah.
So they're great pets. If you, it's.
And we're not sure what they're mixed with. Some of them look like labs. Some look like pit. Some look like boxer.
Yeah, that's what. Like my sissy, she was mostly black lab, but she had pit mixed. Like she looked more black lab, but she had like a shorter nose, like a pit. But the rest, and then she had some white markings that were pit in her hair. But the rest was lab.
And they're very loyal and sweet family dogs.
Yeah.
They're the biggest goober.
Absolutely, they're most pits that I've met that were like the family dog they all think they're lap dogs, even though they weigh 100 pounds.
Uh-huh.
But they all think they're lap dogs, and they can't wait to touch you and love you and be right up there and everything else. But at the same time, they're devoutly loyal too. And if you're looking for someone that wants to be a part of your family, because I know people are like, I want to get a dog for security and all that, and you think pit, and of course people have their connotations when they hear the word pit bull and all that. But like any other dog, it's or any other human being, you're going to act on how you were raised and how you were, in the environment. If that pit bull is raised in the same loving family that Labrador is, or that poodle is, or whatever dog it is, that dog will act and treat others the exact same way that lab or poodle will.
And when you make an animal part of your family, that gives them the natural instinct to be a protector.
Absolutely.
To be, an alert, like, hey, there's something going on outside that's not supposed to be.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for that side, it will come naturally. You don't need to own a dog for that purpose alone. Own the dog because you want to make it part of your family. One of the perks of that was that dog will also be a resource of protection for your family.
Yes.
That's a perk, not a reason to get a dog.
Yeah. No.
That is one of the advantages of having the dog. But if you're not willing to put in the time to love the dog and take care of the dog and make it a part of your family, then you're not going to have a good watchdog either, to be honest.
No.
They're not going to be as desiring to want that. But if you treat them like family and I'm not saying don't instill discipline. Discipline's very important in that. That's, training your dog to teach him to sit and stay and all that is very important and much easier to do than when you're trying to groom it for those kind of things. It's kind of, you're not, if you're trying to do like canine police dog training with your dog in the hopes of getting that's not a way to have the family dog. Those dogs are built for those reasons and support for those reasons.
They're working dogs.
And to be honest, when they're done from that, they almost have to kind of train them back a little bit into being family dogs. And usually that's why so many times whoever handles the dog ends up being the dog's owner, because that transition will go a lot better, where you got to mentally get the dog, all right, you're not working anymore, you're just getting the hang here. And that's a process. But again, so if you're looking for a guard dog, you're not going to get that Humane Society. You're getting a dog that's your family dog that, if you do it right, will do guard dog things because it wants to.
Right, because it's going to naturally want to be around the family and protect the family.
Yeah.
And
I know I got all convoluted on there, but that's what I was saying.
It's okay. But if you're looking for a cat or a dog, we are fully stocked.
Excellent. Of course, I do want to remind folks, October is almost here.
Yes.
The Humane Society, as they do every year during the month of October, during the Halloween time, they make black and white cats not available for adoption. All black and all white cats. Yeah. A black and white cat is fine. Yes. An all black or all white cat, they're going to stay in the shelter for the next month. And warning to all you black and white cat owners out there.
Keep them inside.
Keep them indoors. Even like in my neighborhood, I know there's a couple of feral cats, and some of our neighbors have gotten them spayed and put like collars on them and feed them and things and treat them kind of like pet cats, but they live outdoors and they're fine. But there's a couple all black and all white ones. If you're one of those folks that do that kind of thing, keep an eye, because unfortunately, hopefully nothing happens, and more likely you're probably good, but there's just a group of sycophants that do things to these pets, and Halloween just brings it all out. And so to do our part to try to protect it as much as we can, that's why it's not happening that way. So please understand. Now, if you fall in love with an all black cat or all white cat, they're online. Keep checking in, yes. And then here in November, or if you adopt here before the first of the month, I guess.
All the way up until November 1st. The adoptions stop November 1st and then resume on November 6th.
Yeah, so then you can
October 1st to November 6th.
November 6th. So November 7th, I don't know what day of the week it is, but then you can, so keep calling, checking on the kitty, and then that when the window's open, come on down and make them part of your home.
So the first is a Friday. Ironically, first Friday.
All right.
And then November 6th is a Saturday, so adoptions will resume on November 9th.
So that Wednesday.
Tuesday,
I'm sorry. Very good. Excellent. Speaking of, but right now, like you said, plenty of pets dogs, cats, little dogs, medium dogs, big dogs, cats, mostly not puppies, young dogs, but not
Yeah,
not,
we
not
don't
really many
have like
puppies.
any puppies right now.
You probably
the ones
got
we do have are about 4-ish months old.
last time I checked, you had a couple litters, so you probably got quite a few kittens, don't you?
We do.
Okay, so if you're looking for young cats, you got them.
Yep.
Adult cat. Don't forget the adult cats. Some people sleep on them too, but they really need homes, and they're
Yeah, we have a senior cat. She was actually originally adopted from us 11 years ago.
oh wow.
And,
And the owner had to surrender because
yeah, the owner had to surrender because she was going into a facility where she couldn't take her. And, she still acts like she's a young spring chicken. She's happy. She's friendly. She is 11 and a half, almost 12 now.
So she's probably got another 8-10 years.
Yeah.
Of realistically of life left.
She's
in
a
her.
Maine
Yeah.
Coon mix, so
Yeah.
she's big and fluffy.
Okay. So again, and so this was basically another older person had this cat. So this might be another or a good candidate for someone that's looking for some companionship that lives alone or something like that. This cat might serve that role very well for someone that's looking for a companion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And cats are, if you're like we always talk about getting pets for seniors and all that. Trust me, I always would lean heavier on cat because they're less maintenance. You don't have to walk cats and things. As long as you have an owner that can feed and water and clean the litter box, that's pretty much
And
the
they
only
even
requirements.
have automatic litter boxes
Yeah.
now, so that helps out too.
Yeah, you just got to find a cat that's agreeable to those. Not all of them are.
Well, and the cool thing is they have like a variety of them now.
Yeah. All I
as
know
to
is
where
we
it's not the big old circle drum one.
Yeah. All I know
know.
is my mom. That was a Freudian slip. My wife spent $200 on one of those, and basically they looked at it like, "Are you crazy? I'm not going in that thing." And it had highfalutin, fancy litter. It was just a nightmare. But they, some people love them. You got to get a cat that's agreeable to them. But,
Yes.
But anyway, that would be a good cat. Sounds like that one there. So, what about the thrift store
The
side?
thrift store. So today, all hanging wall decor like picture frames, photos, or
Like mirrors and
mirrors,
stuff?
anything that's wall decor is 50% off today.
Nice. So if your wall's looking a little bare or not looking bare and just want to add some stuff to it, save some. And here's the thing. Every time you go to the thrift store, you're saving money because it's pennies on the dollar anyway. It's people, and there's great stuff. Small appliances, clothing, a lot of it. Some of it's brand new or almost brand new. So if don't pay the new sticker shock, go in there. Probably some of this wall art. I mean, that's timeless, that stuff. So
And we get a lot of paintings donated that are like from famous people, high value.
if you went to a gallery, you're probably paying hundreds of dollars for it, and you just bought it for $20 at the
Right.
thrift store. Yeah.
And then also today, with it being Thursday, is 20% off for all seniors, 62 years and older.
Nice. So get a little discount there as well. And then of course, you guys have your vet days and all that. Give those give that schedule out to folks.
We have Thursdays is senior days. Fridays is veterans and active duty. And that's 20% off the entire purchase
Oh, cool.
for seniors and veterans.
All right.
And
so the
then
more you buy,
on-
the more you save.
And on Saturday is whiteboard sale day.
Okay.
So when you first walk in on the left-hand side of the wall, there's a big dry erase whiteboard.
Gotcha. Specials board, so to
So
speak.
whatever sale of the day they're going to have, whether it be half off the back room, half off clothing, it's all written on that board.
Good
and
deal.
that's every Saturday.
Excellent. And by the way, there's certain, like if you're a reader, a book reader, you usually guys have a great selection of books.
We do. Our book room is, it's not very large, but it's like a mini library.
Yeah. So if
The
you're,
lady who does the book room for us, she categorizes that you got fiction, nonfiction, history, romance.
sure, kind of by interest.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they have a kids section that's all just kids books. They have a
Good.
teacher section, a craft section, a cooking section.
I think if I was a parent, I would just go into one of these, and had a kid that's of that age where they're starting to want to read and learn and all that. I think I'd literally just go to the thrift store, buy all the kids' books, which you could probably buy every one of them for $30-$40. And you probably have a big library full of, right there, an instant library for your child to start reading. Right
And
there.
a lot of the times, the lady who does the book room, she'll get like gallon-sized baggies.
Mm-hmm.
And then, kids' books, they're real thin and stuff.
Yeah.
So she'll fill that entire gallon baggie, zip it shut, and there's probably 30, 40 books in there for $1.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And that's the whole library right there. And that's a
Yeah.
buck. Yeah. It's a great resource. And when you're done looking over there, go over to Books Again and help them out too. If you're looking for books, that's and all the books and sales there goes to help the library in their program. So you're helping out both places. So good thing.
And speaking of Halloween,
Yes.
it's not right around the corner, but it's around the corner.
We're just a hair over a month away.
The thrift store has their costumes out. All costumes are $2.
Nice. So again, something that your child or yourself will wear once, maybe twice in life. Don't spend brand new money on it. Go down there, get you. Do you guys have like all the little pumpkins and all the decor and stuff?
All the Halloween decorations are out. The ghouls, the goblins, the witches.
Again, you love to decorate. Go hit these places and save some money getting the decor that you probably were going to buy 3 times the price in the brand new in the store.
And a lot of stuff, people will buy too much of like the spider webbing and all of that, and they'll donate it, brand new, still in the package.
People that love to do this stuff go overboard? No way.
Well, so I remember several years back, learned the hard way. Don't go overboard when there's alarm sensors. So we had decorated the front at the Humane Society for Halloween. And I had got some of the spider webbing from next door and strung it across the front lobby and had like spiders and stuff just hanging from it. Well, when the air conditioner kicks on, it would blow the spider web. Well, it kept setting the alarm off, so I had to take the decorations down.
So it was cool in theory.
It was. It was really cool in theory. And then, when I'm the one getting called for the alarm.
The first responders were not too thrilled with the idea, but
no. But it looked really cool for the first 3 days.
Yeah, till the air kicked on. But if you're going to decorate up or need to get costumes, please visit and when you're done visiting that thrift store, go hit the other thrift stores.
A lot of kids' costumes.
Good.
I was over there yesterday, and they have an entire circle rack full, and they still have stuff in storage to come out as things sell.
Oh, wow.
So they have a lot of Halloween because they didn't sell any of it last year because we didn't do Halloween.
That's true.
COVID.
You're right. No one went out and about because of COVID. So they got 2 years worth of costumes ready to go out there and be sold to the public.
They have been spraying everything down with Lysol because, some costumes you can't wash.
Sure. Everything's got to be sanitized.
So as they're pulling it out, they are spraying it and sanitizing it with Lysol. So
absolutely. So you're getting a germ-free product.
Yes.
Unless you germ it up yourself.
Yeah. They have a lot of kitchenware.
Okay. So if you need to stock up on utensils, appliances, things like that, like small appliances, but if you need like spatulas what about knife sets? Knives are something that can get kind of expensive, but everyone needs them.
Typically, we don't get the whole set donated. They're
usually missing a knife.
A knife.
But if you need knives to cut and you're first starting out and you can't afford to spend $200 or $100 on a knife set, come get you one that might be missing a knife for like $10 or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's face it, do we need unless you're a chef? I mean, there's certain knives in that thing. I'm like,
I use every single knife in my knife.
Now, there's one or two. I'm like, I've never used this knife for anything. I'm just going to use it to use it. You know what I mean?
I don't use it for their purpose. This is the bread knife.
Oh, yeah,
this is the fillet knife. No, if I need a knife, I grab it and I use it.
I've opened so many packages with
That is not the fillet knife. That is the package knife.
That's the one that cuts tape on the box.
Yep.
But yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff. They get new stuff in daily.
Yeah.
If you have stuff and you want to donate, call. We can arrange for a pickup. Come out, pick up the items.
Do y'all get a lot of electronics and stuff like gaming systems and TVs, or is that stuff?
We get occasionally we'll get like some flat screen TVs that do work and are in really good condition.
Okay.
The gaming systems are few here and there.
Usually, though, because there's so many businesses that specialize in that, most of those people go directly to them for that kind of stuff. So, because it's usually exchanges and things, and your GameStops and all. The people that are selling them generally want to get a new one. So, They're not willing just to sell it. They're trying to put money towards their next system. So,
Yep.
But occasionally you get some kid that got, all right, I outgrow my games. Here's a Wii or here's a PlayStation 5.
Or the moms took them away.
Got him in trouble. Yeah, that's more likely the case. But
Yeah.
But if you do want to donate that kind of stuff, please be advised that if your TV's like the old box type and all that, don't bring it. You can't accept it. Can't take. No one wants them. No one wants to buy them. No one wants to. They're just.
And the landfill's even not allowing us to dump them out there anymore.
Yeah, the e-waste, it's one of those ones that's tricky because they can kind of accept it. So unfortunately, you're going to have to find other ways to get rid of that. We cannot be accepting those. But if you got like your flat screen, wall mounted, LCDs and all the newer TVs, and you got one of those, they can take those. But and maybe and obviously, if it's got, make sure it works. Like don't doing this. It's only got but it's got this big dot thing in the middle or pixelated. That if you don't want that, no one else is watching TV wants that either. So
this line runs from the right side to the left side.
If it's got that going on, don't. Yeah. If it's still a good TV, you just upgrade it or something, then bring it on down. So my wife and I do that. We have, because I have 3 TVs in the house, one in our living room, one in my bedroom, and one in the guest room. And so if I get a new TV, like for the bedroom, then I rotate, like the one that was in the bedroom's going to the guest room, and now the guest room's the extra, or the one we get rid of, or I got one for the living room, then I meticulate down the other ones. And that's how I normally do it. But so the low man's the one in the guest room. It's the smallest, crappiest TV.
So if you want to watch the crappy TV, go stay at Mike's house.
That's right. Well, but you're by yourself. You can watch whatever you want in there. I'll be in the other room watching the good shows, but you can go in there and watch whatever you want in there. The bed's comfortable.
That's all that's important.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be antisocial and come visit me and then hang out in my guest room watching TV all day, maybe you shouldn't come visit me. Maybe you should stay at your house and watch TV.
Just text.
But anyway, is there anything we missed? Any other thrift store? Any events or anything coming up here that we want to put on people's radars?
The only one, as long as Tascosa is going to do it, will be First Friday.
First Friday here, which will be on the 1st for October this year. So, yeah, that's kind of. And by the way, if you need copies or anything like that, just bring. If you go down to Tascosa, bring with you some cat litter or something to donate to the Humane Society. They'll do it for free. So, and that's a standing thing that they've been doing for years. So, so if you do need copies made, please let Tascosa handle that for you, because they like to help out the Humane Society when they do that. So, and if you ever have donations in general and you can't get to the Humane Society for whatever reason, you can drop them off at Tascosa and they'll make sure it gets to you.
Yeah.
So,
Danny and Tracy call us.
Yeah, they're very good about that. So. Excellent. Well, I guess we got it all.
I think so.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. And if folks, if seriously, she needs someone right desperately. If you'd like to help out, please reach out to her, to Krystle or the Humane Society. Again, looking for a full-time 40-hour position. It does pay minimum wage, but your days to day will be working directly with the animals, helping clean shelters, helping take care of their needs, and then any of the other work, showing potential adoptees, pets, things, all the stuff that you guys do at the Humane Society. So
All the fun stuff.
But you gotta be picking up the poop and everything just like everybody else does there. So don't think you're too high and mighty for not picking up poop.
I'm not even high and mighty for that. I got to go do that now.
She's like, I'm going right now. Yep. And I like it.
Some days.
Well, thank you, Krystle. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you next time.
Yes.
All right. It is 9:48